Right, hello everybody, we're back, and we are on Mine Path to Thalamus, episode 2, and we're just coming out of these caves, and we're going to see what awaits us in this beautiful outside environment. Made a weird noise. Oh. Oh, it is flowers. This is going to turn it to night, but we can't get there in time, so let's make our way over here. So we've got a ball here. Well, so now, as you may realise, these stones here are are what make it rain, and we can change it from being sunny to raining by being within this area. And when it rains, these platforms lift up. It's not really to do with the water because it happens at any point in the game later, but we can still go on this path, luckily.
It never pours, but it floods.
Try and get this.
The rainstorm clouded the tree and sank my spirits. I had yet to realize it had not come into being to hinder me, but to help me bridge the difficulties that awaited me at the bottom of the valley.
Now that way we're obviously not going to be able to get up it, so we're going to have to go along this second path that we can see in the water just about, and bring this back. So we can leave this here, and that will allow us to go and get this second one by raising these platforms. So always a good idea just to collect these, so you can then place them where you want them. So from what we can see, our best bet is to try and get to this doorway, or do something to do with the doorways, because there isn't anywhere for us to go anymore here. So sure, we'll leave it raining so we can get back across here. We'll go put this in the night one and see where this door takes us. Okay, so those like spiny things at the top of that door mean it's the final one that like takes us to the next level, but we can't get up to those yet, so we need it to not be raining so that they come down maybe. So we'll see what it looks like without it raining. So this is taking us up to here. I think going back takes us here, so yeah. we can get up here. Take this. Stop raining. We can still cross this platform, luckily. Just keep head above water. But because it's night, we can still head over there. Look at that lighting. Wow. And okay, so now that these platforms are on the ground, put that there for a sec. So they're all lowered, but if we get on that and then it starts raining, it will take us to the top and we can walk back. So how can we do that? This puzzle took me a hell of a long time the first time, by the way. But it's raining down there, so if we just dropped it, it would start raining. There'd be no way we can get back there in time. But as we have used before, an element that has already been introduced to us in the game, we can roll it down the slope, and by the time it gets to the bottom, we're up here. And we go our way across. And move on. So we're a bit stuck. Nothing we can do there. No way we can go that way. Have a look in this cave. Okay. Can't do anything up there. But take this and see if we can find somewhere to put it. Well, this has the... There's obviously nowhere else we can go, so... Oh, no. Mine. Hup. No. Come on. Hup. Okay, that worked. Yay! So that pushed us across. And now the long walk.
There was
see
again
the tree.
her drawing, ever present, always guiding me. Sophia. I could see it almost as clearly as the first time. So close, yet so far away. I must have faith, I told myself repeatedly. I had to. For her. And again, the Thalamus was heartlessly snatched out of my reach, and with it, my redemption. No matter. She would guide me.
They could make this into a really creepy game.
A single beam of light shone through the dense mist. When something like that happens, what are you supposed to do but follow it? It was textbook storytelling, really.
So we're just gonna go towards this beam. Oh. So there's a way to turn stuff to night here. There's a doorway. There's a ball up there. Another couple of doorways. But is this one of those? Okay, so we can't get that until we have another one. So we'll just carry on. See where this goes. Need to try and get rid of the mist. Okay, so there isn't actually anything here useful, so let's just have a look around. See if we can find the mist thing. Over any of these hills. Just look right there we go. Take that out of there so that we can see. We'll make our way back over. Okay, so we can get to that. That's the final one. But we obviously need it to be night first. Then we need to teleport to this one so that we can get across. Walk along the wall, because we be rebels like that. No, good me. So we'll go put this in the rain one, and then back over there and teleport. Hopefully that will take us to here. I have no idea if it does. One of them will, luckily. Put this here so it doesn't roll down the hill. That will build us our path. And then why not try the one with the bloody great beacon on top of it? Nope. I fell off somehow. My apologies. Quick walk back. Quick. Alright, the reason I was doing that because I was looking over there. Seeing what that doorway is, but I don't think we can get to that just yet. There are invisible walls surrounding this area, so maybe there isn't. Maybe you can walk, but oh no. When you stand in certain places, you can see these paths and see where they take you. So yeah, that final door will take us all the way over there. To that one, so there's no point trying to walk to it. Yeah, there's this one down here in case you fall. Oh, if you fall off, you can go through there, and it will take you to there or something, so that you don't have to do that whole walk again, which I just did. So my bad. If you watch my review, this is what I meant by the ruggedness. The paths are perfectly aligned, they're just kind of there.
To quote myself, it is at night that we value the sun, finding the light in the dark, a source of light.
So there's this that we can take off. think there's an achievement for doing this one with it being at night the whole time, so... Can't remember if this is the one that you can just walk up the hill. It might be. Probably shouldn't do it, but... Nah, this is far too steep. Unless you can just... find the... No, nah, that's far too steep. Oh no, this is the one. But the slope's over here. So I actually have no idea how to do this puzzle. I'll be perfectly honest. I never did it. I bypassed it by walking up a hill. So if you're watching this and you think, ah, you've revealed all the puzzles, you boring person. No, I haven't. There's still one for you to work out. Ah, well, we should get an achievement for it. Yay! And that's that one. So that will save you a bit of time. In case you're speed running. This... oh, it didn't get us an achievement. This puzzle you can break. Ha! I told the developer about it and he was like, oh shit. Yes, you can break that. So hopefully he's going to patch it soon. And considering it's released today, he will probably patch it very soon. But at the moment, I should probably show you that it's night. All these portals, like when you walk up to them, it's going to turn to night and teleport you.
Such
and they just
calamity
teleport
and
around
destruction
themselves.
lay before me, held up by no discernible force. I was in awe for the first time since I came into this world. True awe. The kind only God can command. Was this his work then? I didn't know at the time, but I would indeed meet the power behind this creation.
So they just take you in a big circle and you go around for ages and nothing happens. So we're going to have to keep going, but this blocks our way, and this again takes us to one of these. So there's obviously something within these areas which is keeping it as nighttime, because at the moment it shouldn't be nighttime, because I'm not stood in the area. So just going to have a look around. There we go. So there's this, and if we take this with us, can we hop off at some point? Is this too far? Nope, not this one. There we go. Now we'll return to daytime and we can walk through this without being teleported. But even if you go through this side of this teleport, it takes you around again, so if you make it nighttime over here and then go through that teleport, you get stuck. Which was a bit of a shame. So yeah, if I left this here and then went back and walked through that portal, it would take me back up there, and then there'd be no way for me to make it not nighttime to come through. So if you get stuck like that, you just have to restart. But obviously we don't need to at this point. But it's nighttime. What we've got is a pathway here, which obviously when it's raining, it's going to raise. Those blocks there are what happens, well, like the rain thing. We need to get to that one. I don't know what that does. But we got one of these glowing balls. There's one there as well. I don't know what they do. Oh, we'll just take this down here for a second, and then this is one of the puzzles where you can kind of see everything, and you can just think it through, and then do it once. So We obviously want to be here when they're down, but then be able to get on it and they go up. We're not going to be able to reach that from on here unless you can throw it really, really far. These balls here, if I place it there, wait, where can we put it where it's not going to roll? There. If I take this out of the night time, that ball no longer exists, and it doesn't actually activate anything. So what we can do, we can't even pick it up either, is by picking this up, we can take it over to the rain, and now when we take it out of nighttime, that will disappear and it will stop raining. And then we can get on and then we can turn it into nighttime and then it will go back up again. And the portal will trigger. So it's all good. Take this out. Wait for them to lower themselves. Hop on. Roll that down. And up we go. It's very well done, everything just happens one after another. And if you think it through, you can do it in one clean sweep rather than experimenting. Okay, so it's taking us up here. Ah. Wait. Ah. Follow this little path. Is this? No? Should I not have gone through here? What's that? Aha, we made it. Oh. I wonder if you can get through that in time. But that breaking sound that you heard was a ball somewhere that broke. But so if we're in here, that activates like that. Goes up. Found this little guy. So there's also a nighttime thing down there, and we need nighttime to get through the portal. So we'll make this inflate. Throw that down the hill. Get ready for it to turn to night. Through we go. Nice and simple. And we're now in a forest. This is where the puzzles get tricky. Mainly because I don't know where to go.
And so it was that I finally saw the inner workings of infinity. I didn't stand still. I took the reins of the gears of time.
So when in these areas, it goes back in time and things that were destroyed come back to life. It's basically just bridges that come back to life. But using this, I'll put this ball here, we can now cross the bridge and carry on. Why the hell they built this in the first place is a little beyond me. But it's very pretty. And through we go. Just a nice little introduction to the time thing. It's just another obstacle. Okay, this is a tricky one. So at the moment...
Another forest. There was a definite tree motif going on. That much was obvious. The Thalamus should have clued me in from the start. It's difficult to miss such a ridiculously ginormous tree. This pattern could be just as random as many other things in this crazy world. But no, I knew that wasn't the case. I climbed that tree and survived the tsunami. Sophia stayed in the swing set, and I didn't help her climb. It was so fast. Had I blinked, I wouldn't have been able to see the water violently swallow her whole. I didn't blink.
Okay, so with the time moved back, we can get up here, but we need it to be night time so we can get through there, so this is useless. There's a portal here. There's this, which we can obviously use. I didn't know it was placed there in the first place. That's a little bit... I guess it makes sense. But bringing it down here obviously makes it nighttime, and we can get through the portals. But, as this should hopefully show us, or you may have realised, is that if we try and get through here now, on top of the thing to go through the other portal, we can't. We can't jump around it, we can't do anything. If we go through it, it takes us back here. So we need it to not be nighttime until we've gone through the portal, but then we want it to be nighttime again once we have. So what we can do is place it back here. When obviously when time, where is it? When we take the ball out of the time thing, it goes back to normal and all these things become destroyed, including the front of these. So it will roll down into there. So we now have to have time not on, walk through, like we need to deactivate time, walk through, activate it again, and then have night turn on. So there is this second area here where we can activate the time. So when we take this out of here, we're going to have a couple of seconds to get through there. Wait for it to turn to night. Then drop that off. And it starts to appear to us again. And there you have it. That one took me so bloody long because I didn't realise those things got destroyed. Or they disappeared so that the ball could roll down the hill. So I was just stuck for a long time. So head through the final portal. See where this takes us. Can't really remember. Okay, we're here. We'll do this one, and then we'll end this episode, because this one's a weird one. There's the tree. Silly tree. And there's a lot of ice. But we need it to be nighttime. And it's not at the moment, so we'll jump off there.
We never settled for long.
See what's around.
After studying the climate effects of deforestation, we moved on to warmer, definitely not greener pastures. That's where it happened. In the wrong place, at the worst of times. Disasters.
I apologise for that. Tried to scratch my ear, my headset fell. Nighttime. True. No longer nighttime. Great. Water. No longer so much water. Nighttime? Not. Wow, it's really, really dark when it does that. No longer nighttime. Time reversed. Time not reversed. So we need a ball in the time thing so that you can get across the bridge at the beginning, because that's going to get destroyed if we're not here. We also need it to be nighttime so we can teleport up to the top of the bridge. But, as I'll show you, there is a little tricky thing that's going on. I don't think we need it to be raining at all. But if we put this down here,
I made the same
we get trapped
mistake with my daughter. I realize that now.
This might
I
actually
started
be way
doing
easier
it
than
in
I
memory
thought.
of Sophia, but then,
So this path goes up here.
well, I guess
So
I
if
am
we
a chip
drop
off
this
the
in.
old stupid fucking block.
Oh. I didn't hear what he said then. They seemed rather angry. Yeah, so if we stand up there and drop it, we can then get to the other side of this barrier. Okay, that's all way easier. That took me so long the first time. Okay, so you just have to move one. Wow. But yeah, it's like in a forest where you can't see anything.
I could have
and God,
helped
it
her.
took ages.
That was my cross to bear. But we shouldn't have even been there in the first place. For that, my cold-hearted bastard of a father was to blame. But I never told him. I never faced him in life. This was my chance. My only chance. I could already hear him coming in the distance. Later, under the ice, he would scare the hell out of me. But he would also light the way of my memories.
So when we go in these frosty areas, they're a bit like a nighttime area where we can then go through these portals. Before I walk forwards and this area begins, I'm going to end it here so that we have something new for next episode. And this is a pretty cool area, which you'll hopefully like. But thank you guys for watching if you've stuck around and you've enjoyed this game, this Let's Play. And I hope to see you again next episode.